What's going on, team? Marcus from Wall Street Assassins back at it again with another video. Today is June 23rd, and today is Thursday, right? So yesterday we had Fed Powell speaking. He really didn't say anything we didn't know. He has tools in his toolbox. He's willing to use it. One interesting thing that he did say is that he says that there is nothing off the table, right? He said he will do basically 100 basis point rate hike if he had to. So he's willing to do anything to help the market and the overall economy. So that just goes to say that it's their game and we're just the players, right? Remember that whatever you're thinking, whatever you want, whatever you're seeing with the overall charts, it's what they're saying going against you, right? The market doesn't really care about your feelings or what you think about what's going to happen. And it's very obvious. We see that this week from Monday, right? From Monday all the way to Friday, every single day of the week, we have basically somebody speaking from the Fed. So definitely want to see what's going to overall happen today. Today is Thursday. So we do basically have Powell speaking today. Powell's going to be speaking at 10 a.m. this morning. You see it right here. He's going to be testifying at the House of the financial service community. So definitely want to see what's going to happen, how that's going to overall affect the market. But as you guys have been seeing, no matter what this man says, it's always for the positive and benefit of the overall market. So the market rises with that kind of news. So let's go into the charts, right? So I believe these guys, they're looking at the same charts we're looking at, right? If we look at the 5-year, when Powell started to speak originally, we were basically about to break that 5-year SMA. If we had broken that, we would have basically went lower and went even bearish. The RSI got very oversold. They're like, hey, send Powell in to see what he could do to spice up the market, because we could have basically faded just like this, right? So this is back in 2020, around June, May area. So same area over here on the SMA. The SMA could act as support as it acted as support in the past back in 2018. And basically, they're trying to bounce the market over here. Is it going to work? We don't know. Their main goal is, in my opinion, they want to get the market above at least 396 or 400. This way you can find some type of support over here and start pushing up, right? And start going up higher, right? A lot of people have their money invested in the overall market, and they've been taking a hit, right? So let's see what overall is going to happen today. Doesn't mean it's going to work tomorrow or even Monday. All this could be reversed, right? We are still below the 180-day SMA over here that has acted as resistance as well, all the way back since March, right? We've been acting as resistance. It did try to get above it before, and you can see how that happened. So it needs to get above it, do one of these, and basically take off for a bullish trend. So let's see what overall happens. But what do I do think today is I think we may have a bullish day again, right? Why? RSI has more room to the upside. MACD is going into divergence. This is a bullish sign. This is a bullish sign. Another bullish sign we're seeing is we're above that 180-day EMA over here. That's another bullish sign. If we go toward the 20-day chart over here, 20-day is getting overbought. Hasn't been more overbought before. Definitely another bullish sign we see over here. We're above the 20-day SMA. That's a bullish sign as well. So watch for the break of yesterday's high, right? So yesterday's high was 378.72. So watch for that break. We're basically pulling back right now, making room for that possible bounce. This is the 1 minute. So watch for the break of that yesterday's high for possible new highs, right? Because you guys know Powell's job is to make it seem like he has everything under wraps, right? So watch for that 378 over here, that for that possible break. Once we start to break that level, we could possibly even go higher, right? Where can we possibly go? If we jump back over towards the 20-day, you could see that we could possibly even push up from that 378. We could start basically pushing back up towards 383 up here. 383 was a previous resistance back in June, right? Early June, right? June 16th over here. You can see the date and time. So June 16th, this was a previous resistance. It pushed up, something happened, right? The strong resistance caused the market to basically sell off over here. So we definitely want to watch that 383 level over here. Now, what if everything turns the other way, right? What if Powell doesn't do a good job today? What if they start asking him crazy questions that causes fear in the overall market? Main levels you probably want to watch today is going to be the break of that 20-day SMA. Once we start to break that 20-day SMA, right, that SMA acts as a borderline between the chart, right? So as soon as we start to break that 20-day SMA, we could basically start going lower. So watch for any breakage, preferably below that 372. 372 was a double bounce area over here, right? 372. Once we start to basically break that zone, we could start basically going down towards 367 on the larger scale, right? So that's basically the main area you want to watch. As soon as we start to break 373, 372, we could start basically going down towards 360s, maybe even going back down lower towards 362 and lower, depending on what happens today. So make sure you guys have your ears and eyes towards the news and the overall market, but mainly I'm leaning towards the bullish side because we have more bullish possibilities at this moment, right? Besides, this does look like a possible double top, but I think Powell has the power to possibly squeeze through that. So let's see what overall happens. Next stock we're going to talk about is Tesla. Looking at Tesla over here, Tesla is trapped in the range. Tesla always likes to be trapped in the range, right? So watch Tesla today. We've been getting some nice little spikes on Tesla, right? We basically pushed up, came back down, bounced off the SMA, spiked right back up towards 740, came back down, consolidating, right? So it's trapped in the range between that 740 and that 695 zone, right? So if we break 695, of course, we can start dropping down towards 650 down here. 650 was a previous support before. Or if we start to push up today, watch for the break and hold above that 726, then we can start going back up towards that 744. Main thing is once we start to break 744, we can start basically pushing back up towards 768. So watch out for that. Set your alerts for either or occasion. This way you could basically see opportunity. Tesla is a nice mover. I see some people getting some good percentages on Tesla. One thing that Tesla's struggling with right now, if we jump over towards the 180-day, that damn SMA right here, right? The simple moving average has been basically a borderline for this overall stock, right? For any stock, the stock is below it right now. We are basically attempting to try to break it, and that's the main issue. So we need to get above that 740, 745, 743, and then we can start basically pushing up towards 785, right? Once we start to break 700, we could start basically going down towards those 640. So watch for those key levels on Tesla, right? Overall, does look like it's been having a step and staircase pattern, right? So it's been pushing up, coming down, pushing up, coming down. So let's see what happens. Maybe we get a nice little squeeze, especially if the market starts to be bullish today. If you're enjoying this video right now, make sure you guys leave a like on the video. If you guys want to learn anything, or if you guys feel like I missed out on any stock, please comment below. It does help us out to grow the overall channel, right? So let's see what else we're looking at. Amazon, looking at Amazon. Amazon to me is a little weird seeing Amazon at 110. I feel like I can't get used to that. I've been trading for a long time, and Amazon has at least been in the 900s, 700s when I started trading, maybe even lower than that. I think around like 500, and now it's basically at 100 again. So let's see what happens. Overall, looking at Amazon, we can see that's below that SMA. SMA, perfect example of what that SMA does. You can see it tried to break it before, rejected it, came down, right? So one thing we want to watch today is Amazon going to get above that 113.50 level before we can start basically pushing up towards 119, which was a previous support in the past. If we start to come down, we definitely want to watch to see if we break 108, and we could get to 106, but that main level you want to watch is that 106 level down towards 101 for a nice little drop on Amazon. Make sure you set your alerts for either or situation and stay tuned. So I believe that's going to be overall it. Kind of keeping a short watch list, keeping it with the top 3 stocks. Remember, it's their game. We're just the players, right? So make sure you guys are staying tuned, looking at overall charts. Make sure you guys have a check and balance system, right? Just like we did today. How many situations in the chart are pointing towards one direction, right? We have above the trade line, we have MACD crossover, RSI has room for potential upside. This is all confirmation of bullishness, right? So make sure you guys see what the chart is providing you before you guys make your decision. Hopefully you guys all have a green trading day. See you guys in the next video. And remember, do me a favor and like the video below. Later.